On the outer Baku, where churched a few, and men of religion a scanty, on a road never crossed, crept by folks still lost, one Michael McGee had a shanty. Now this Mike was a dad of a 10-year-old lad, plump, healthy, and stoutly conditioned. He was strong as the best, but poor Mike had no rest, for this youngster had never been christened. And his wife used to cry, "If the darling should die, St. Peter would not recognize him." But by luck he survived, till the preacher arrived, who agreed straight away to baptize him. Now the artful young Rog, while they held their collage, with his ear to the keyhole was listening, and he muttered in fright, while his features turned white, "What's the devil, and all this christening?" He was none of your dolts, he had seen them brand cots, and it seemed to his small understanding that if a man in the flock made one of the flock, it must mean something, very like branding. So away with a rush he set off for the bush, with the tears in his eyelids they glistened. "This outrageous," he said, "to a brand youngster like me. I'll be dashing if I ever stop to be christened." Like a young native dog, he ran into a log, and his father, with language uncivil, never heeding the priest, he cried out in his haste, "Come out and be christened, you devil!" But he laid there, as snug as a bug in a rug, and his parents in vain might reprove him. Till his reverence spoke, he was fond of a joke. "I've a notance," he said, "that'll move him. Poke a stick up the log, give the spalpeen a prog, poke him aisy, don't hurt him or maim him. 'Tis not long that he'll stand, I've the water at hand, as he rushes out the end, I'll name him. Here he comes, and for shame, ye've forgotten the name. Is it Pasty, or Michael, or Dennis?" Here the youngster ran out, and the priest gave a shout, "Take your chances, anyhow, with McGinnis." And the howling young cub ran away from the scrub, where he knew the pursuit would be risky. The priest, as he fled, flung a flask at his head that was labelled McGinnis's whiskey. And McGinnis McGee had been made a GP, and the one thing he hates more than sin is to be asked by the folk who has heard of his joke how he came to be christened McGinnis.